Hello Spider Peeps. Okay, it's time to talk about multimeters again. You know, I've had hassle with this multimeter. I bought this one. Hopefully it's still charged. Yeah, and I was having some issues with it. But the issues were largely my ignorance as to multimeters. So it was giving me some false readings about this battery. So this battery was the one that was originally out of this, and I was testing this. And I was getting funny results. But what I forgot was it's in auto. So I mean, it'll do loads of things in auto, I think. So if I short that, it does continuity. So I've got a feeling really what I should do is find some way to make this to lock on to voltage. But I'm not 100% sure how to do that. All right, that's capacitance. That's now voltage. So if I short that, it's showing no volts, although it does have a little multimeter setting. Don't know whether that is what I need. What have I got next? Nothing. Live auto. So let's see if I just test this if I test this multimeter on this cell, and am I getting a voltage? No. Okay, so still no voltage out of that cell, but I don't know whether I'm on diode mode. So what else have I got? Auto. Don't know what NCV does. Don't know what this is. Select. Mega ohms. Voltage. DC. Okay. So let's try this. So it's the select button. So I think that should be giving me voltage, but there's not a lot of voltage coming out of there. Have I got anything else around me where I can generate a voltage? Must have something somewhere in the cave. But I think part of my issues with this were to do with this being set on the wrong setting. Okay, this should have some bang in it, if nothing else. Let's see whether this destroys it, whether I get stuff. Okay, so I'm getting 11 volts out of that. Yeah, so I think that was a problem in an earlier video. You can watch about this video here. I still think that's working perfectly, and I think that this battery really has had it. Yeah, it's way too flat. It's just too flat. Right, okay. I mean, there's a bit of an elephant in the room really in this, because obviously this multimeter arrived faulty, which I did the video about, and I was able to change it, and I still like this. I've just got to learn how to use an auto multimeter, which I think I just have done. Make sure it's set to the right setting like any multimeter. But off the back of that video, these guys reached out to me and they said, we'd love you to try one of our multimeters. And I think, well, I've just bought a multimeter. I don't want a multimeter. And they said, well, have a look at the products that we've got. And I had this one that it said it was Thermography. So is this like an infrared one? So they sent it me for free. I'm really grateful for that. And they didn't give me any pressure about how to do a recording. And I said, well, I'll try and use it on the channel. So let's have a look at it. It comes in a nice little bag. Zoyi. Okay, so USB-C on the back. And it's got a little camera on it. Is it just going to be as easy as turning it on? Zoyi. There's a little camera on. See, that's showing the desk. So it's saying that it's it's all over the place, but maybe 23 degrees. So let's put it on my hand. So you see, you can't really, well, you can see my hand there, and that's showing 38. I don't know whether that's good or not. It's hot in the cave as usual, but it's showing some temperature. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. But the thing is, it's showing a differential. So it might not be exactly thermal, but it looks like it. So it's interesting. And actually, if I can use this for other things as well, it might be a really good multimeter if I've got this thermal camera as well. I mean, actually, let's play with something thermal for a second. Let's have a look inside my Mac. These three at the top on these Macs are the long ones. Okay, so this Mac is charging at the moment. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's open it and make sure it's started. This had shut down. It was while it was charging, but so we've got the fan going now. I'm hoping the battery will be charging. At least we'll get something out of this. So what I wanted to do was just to see whether we can pick up any heat from the motherboard. So, oh, okay, that's interesting. So this bit here feels slightly warm, so there's something coming off that, but I don't know whether that's just air being moved through, but I suppose the air coming out is hot. And then this bit here, that bit of the motherboard's hot, so something underneath here, which could be where the CPU is underneath there, I suppose. It seems to be the whole board, really. So I'm not sure about this. I need to find some way more accurately of doing this, and I don't really know how to. I mean, the board is hotter than the rest of it. Hopefully that hasn't just turned. Has that just turned off? Stupid thing. No, it's still working. Okay. I wonder where the power, where the power goes in, it's showing something. Yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely showing that this part of the motherboard is doing something compared to the rest of it, and the bit round the fan. So I think it is showing a temperature differential somehow. I think I've got to find a better way of testing this, but I honestly don't know how to. I need something with a broken chip on, really, to show something heating up, but I've got nothing at the moment that I can test it on. Okay, I wonder if I can see something from inside this. Obviously got the little core there, if that core's doing a lot of things. I mean, you can see that it's definitely picking up that core as being hotter than the surroundings. I can't feel a heat on that particularly, but if I've got a temperature of 40, I'm not going to, am I? Maybe there's some other bits there around. Now if I turn it off, is that going to start to drop? Because that should now reach the temperature of everything else, shouldn't it? So that shouldn't be generating heat now. I mean, it is falling, although it's going from 27 and then going back up to 29 again. So is that a good, it's definitely doing something. You can see that it's picking up heat, some difference anyway. Wonder what else I've got. Can't beat a bit of street lithium. Okay, this is turned off again. So this is turned off and I'm showing something down the bottom of that, but is it working? Let's turn this on. I think that's picking something up now. But the thing it's picking up appears to be that LED. And maybe that's where the heat's coming from. It looks like the heat's spreading across the board now. I mean, it's not that I don't trust this, but it seems really cheap compared to the IR cameras normally. If anyone who's into IR cameras want to send me one of those that fit on the phone, wow, I'd love to try out one of them. But yeah, the whole board seems to be heating up now. I'd love to be able to compare this. This is a cool gadget. I mean, what else have we got? We've got, I mean, all I've been looking at is this IR camera. So how do I turn it on to something else? Oh. I really don't understand this. I mean, come on, Spidermaf. We do have a decent looking user manual in this. Just see, when you turn it on, it does seem to want to go straight into the camera mode, which is good if you just want to play with the camera. So there's amps and milliamps and voltages over here. But what I wanted to see is what happens if I test for some voltage, whether it does anything. Nothing. How do I? Okay. IR DMM button. Ah, right. Who was screaming at the screen? Right, IR DMM, digital multimeter. Right, let's see whether we get some voltage off this now. Okay, yeah, 4 volts coming out of that, which is what I'd expect. And what have we got coming into it? I think these are the input terminals. Oh, well, we've got something coming off that, not quite sure. Oh, hang on, I'm not doing it right. So that's in positive there, in negative there. Yeah, so that's tallied up to the USB in, I imagine. Yeah, so that's that. This is working. If I change it to, I mean, I think I should be able to measure a voltage that's across that resistor there. So that's not actually measuring resistance. There's another volt. There's another. I think this is a resistor. So there's voltage coming across there, and then there'll be one on this one as well. Yeah. And then this is a diode. It's interesting. Will it light the diode up? Which sometimes these little voltage testers do. Probably not when there's stuff going through the circuit. It's a relatively nice little compact multimeter anyway. I think I've got to do a lot more experiments on it. Use this as projects go on. I'm going to try and use this on the channel and get some use out of it. So yeah, thanks Zoyi. Thanks for sending me this. I must put this on charge now. But yeah, please subscribe. This has been a bit of a waffly one, but I mean, aren't they all waffly ones? But yeah, I just wanted to play with this camera. They sent it me a few months ago, and I've just not had chance to get it on the desk and play with it. So I thought I'd just do a little video about multimeters in general, and maybe some of the mistakes that I've made, and hopefully I can learn with this one. All right, hope you enjoyed this, and otherwise I'll see you next time. Bye. Definitely need to read this, so I'll save it. It's just in English as well, not in a million different languages, so that will help.
Honestly, what was I thinking? Or what wasn't I thinking? There was me wanting something that's a known temperature. I mean, what on earth could I have in my cave that's got a known temperature? I don't know. Okay, so I think, which is the heat bed? That's the heat bed. Let's set that to 45. Will that start warming up? There we go, that's heating up now. I'll leave that for a bit. Okay, that's about 44, 45 degrees. Let's turn this beast on. There we go. 24 outside. and this is showing, well, it's showing 46, but you know, you can definitely see that's hotter than the rest of the area. So great. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Been doing some resin moulding. This is just a mould that I'll just pour everything into in when I've got spare resin left over, just to see what happens with it. So this is a mongrel version of loads of different bits of resin. Been setting for about 3 hours, so should have built up a little bit of heat in it by now. Yeah. So there's the rest of the desk, but you can see I'm getting a little bit of extra heat in the middle of that there. Yeah, so not what I wanted to use it for, but there's definitely a use in this. Thanks, Zoyi.